Hi everyone, welcome to a self-love, self-care 10-minute yoga flow. This is a perfect flow to do anytime that you just need to decompress, to relieve some stress, anytime to focus on yourself. Coming over into a tabletop position, very nice and slowly and purposefully. We're not in any rush. Placing your hands onto the mat, spreading your fingers wide, tucking your back toes under, shifting that weight back to your heels. Start to lift up to the sky into downward facing dog. Keeping your knees very generously bent here. Maybe you're walking out your dog, just bending your knees. Whatever your body needs, wherever it's feeling the tension and the tightness. Maybe you are circling your hips. Whatever your body needs right now to release any tension. Maybe you lift your heels up and down. Inhale, take your left leg up to the sky. Your hips are faced forward and square. Inhale, gently bringing your left foot in between your two hands. Dropping your back knee down. Lifting up through the chest, bringing your hands onto your knees. And start to give yourself a little bit of a back bend here. Looking up to the ceiling. Start to open up your left knee to the left, using your left hand to just open up that knee, opening up that inner thigh. Coming back to center, bringing your hands back onto the mat. Start to straighten that front leg into a runner stretch. Inhale, bending your front knee. Tucking that back toe under and bringing it to meet your left into a forward fold. Keeping a nice bend in the knees here. Clasping your elbows and swaying side to side. Just letting everything loose, letting it all go. Inhale, start to roll up. One vertebrae at a time, nice and slowly, rolling your shoulders back. Inhale, lifting your hands up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold, bending at the hips. Bringing your feet into downward facing dog. Inhale, lifting your right leg to the sky. Hips are square, facing forward. Exhale, gently bringing that right foot in between your two hands, dropping that left knee, lifting up through the chest. Taking your two hands, placing it onto your knee and giving yourself a little bit of a back bend here. Opening up that right knee to the right, using your hand to kind of gently open it up. Stretching through the right side here. Coming back to center, dropping your hands onto the mat. Starting to straighten your right leg into a runner stretch, pushing those hips back. Inhale, start to bend that front knee, tucking your left foot, lifting it up and bringing it over next to your right into a forward fold. Inhale, lifting yourself up, raising your arms up to the sky, palms together. Exhale, bringing your hands down with your thumbs in front of your heart. Take a minute to catch your breath. and reconnect. Taking your left foot, and we're going to transition into tree pose. So taking your left foot, either bringing it to your shin or bringing it to your inner thigh, either below your knee or above your knee. Taking your hands and placing them onto your belly. Standing tall. Taking a nice deep inhale, expanding that belly. Just take a few breaths here. Releasing your left foot, bringing it right behind you into a lunge. Your front knee is bent. Your back leg is strong and steady. Inhale, lifting your hands up to the sky. Shoulders are away from your ears. Inhale, bringing your hands behind you, clasping your hands behind your back, giving yourself a nice back bend here, opening up the chest, opening up your heart to the sky. Release your hands, bringing your left foot to meet your right into mountain pose. Taking your right leg now, bringing it either below or above your knee into tree pose. Bringing your hands and placing them on your belly, connecting with your breath, focusing on something in front of you to keep your balance. If you want to challenge your balance a little bit, maybe close your eyes. Releasing your foot down, bringing it right behind you into a high lunge. Your front knee is bent at a 90-degree angle. Your back leg is strong. Take an inhale, lifting your hands again up to the sky. Maybe sink your hips down just a little bit more. Shoulders away from your ears. Bringing your hands behind your back, clasping your hands together. Opening up your chest, giving yourself a nice back bend here. Give yourself a nice big smile, opening your heart. Releasing your hands, bringing your right foot to meet your left. Palms open. Inhale, lifting your hands up to the sky. Exhale, start to forward fold. Stepping your feet back behind you into a high plank. Shifting your weight slightly forward. Inhale, pushing your hips back into downward facing dog. Exhale, move onto your tippy toes, shift your weight forward into a high plank. Inhale, push those hips back into downward facing dog. Exhale, shifting your weight forward into high plank. Inhale, push those hips back into down dog. Exhale, coming over into a high plank. Start to lower yourself down on an exhale. Bringing your elbows at 90 degrees. Start to release your chest, release your thighs onto the mat. Bringing your hands just underneath your shoulders. Start to lift up your chest into baby cobra. And if you want a deeper stretch, start to push into your hands, pushing and bringing yourself into cobra. Your heart is open, your chest is open. Inhale, start to push your hips back into child's pose. Take nice deep breaths here.
reconnecting. Just focusing on your breath, expanding your upper back, expanding your sit bones. Slowly start to walk your hands to your knees, bringing yourself to a straight posture here. Your back is straight, your head is towards the ceiling. Taking your hands, bring them on either side of you, and start to lift up through the chest, giving yourself a little bit more of a back bend here. Your chest is open. Give yourself a nice big smile. Releasing, coming back to a straight flat back here. Swinging your legs out in front of you. And crossing them into a nice seated position. Taking one hand onto your belly, one hand onto your heart. Closing your eyes. And taking some nice deep breaths through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it all out. One more time. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it all out. Bring your hands onto your knees. I hope you enjoyed that practice today. Feel free to come back to it anytime when you need a little bit of a break. Bring your hands to heart center, thumbs towards your heart. Self a little bow. Namaste.